Where my fucking headphones at? Hey, guess I don't have my headphones. I'm trying not to wake my husband up. He just got off work. But okay. Let me see if anybody come in. I'm give it about 2 minutes. That shit is shit. We about to get into some shit, y'all. I need y'all to stop thinking like you think, cause it's starting to make me angry now. I feel like, okay, hold up. Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising, everybody. So it just broke on the news that Bank of America shit. I got a ping now. I'm sorry. um, Bank of America, Bank of America, Bank of America. That's what we talk about. Bank of America. Now, we've been getting in this money shit for the last, what, 6, 8 months now. I've been teaching y'all about these codes and shit. Let's talk about this Bank of America, no money down and no closing cost to purchase a new home for all African Americans and Hispanics in African American and Hispanic neighborhoods. Peep the fucking wording of what they're saying. In neighborhoods where there are black people and Hispanics. Now we all know that they turned those neighborhoods into the crime place and all of this, and they're still saying that you are still nigger. You have to understand this. You can only buy a home in the hood. Do you understand that? This is no different than buying a house with Section 8. This is no different with buying a house with HUD. They're not doing anything for you. I don't know why everybody is, I'm moving to Atlanta. I'm moving to Dallas. I'm moving to Charlotte. You moving here to do what? To go in the hood and buy a house? You want to buy a house in the hood? Since I was 17 years old, my goal in life was to make sure I move next door to these white people in a nice neighborhoods. And I've done that. I've had opportunity after opportunity to purchase a home, and I refused because they got to be right for me. You're not making me buy no fucking Habitat for Humanity house or no HUD house, because all of these are codes that they're still putting you in. You are still a nigga. You are still a nigga. They talking about something trying to give you the opportunity to buy a home. How the fuck are you giving me an opportunity to buy my shit? That land is ours. They tore down all our shit and put this shit up that they don't even maintain. And now they want to charge you $300,000 for a fucking $50,000 house. This is very important that y'all understand what's happening. Now I'm going to go into the uniform commercial codes. Uniform commercial codes. Uniform commercial codes. Okay. Y'all gonna notice me fucking with those algorithms today. So the uniform commercial code states in the, I don't even know what section, and I ain't gonna tell you if I did because you gotta read for yourself. But there's a program in the United States of America, period, that if you are low income, beneath low income, and then low income with a credit score of 350 to 400, you you can buy you a house for a total of $450,000. And they do have those areas. They call them the zone. They call these motherfuckers the zones. So Bank of America is not doing anything for you. This is already a thing that's been on the books always. You just didn't know about it. But what Bank of America is trying to do is send you to the hood. Whereas though the program, what is the program? I do not want to wake up my husband, but I'll probably put it in a community page later. There is this particular thing. The zones are not in the hood. They have zoning areas. The only place you cannot purchase in the state of Colorado on this program is in Woodman, Briargate. You can do half of the Broadmoor, but you can't do all of it. So what they basically do is they will not allow you to purchase a home in a rich neighborhood. So that's discrimination. Let's go back to discrimination. What is the first thing you see when you walk into the bank? It tells you what it can't do, what it's supposed to do. And the first thing it says is it cannot discriminate against you for race, class, gender, right? Let me ask y'all a question. Please answer if you can. If I make $7 an hour, $7 an hour, and the person next to me makes $400 an hour, we both want to buy $1 million house. Who gets qualified for their house? This ain't no fucking mystery. This is common sense. The million dollar house would go to the person that makes $400 an hour. So let me ask y'all, would that be discrimination? It's telling somebody that their credit score has to be 650 to purchase a home. Is that discrimination? Yes, it's discrimination. You can't tell me I can't, and under no circumstances for any reason. But they do it because you allow it. So when you go and try to get this house with no money down and no closing cost, you have to understand your power. You have the power to renegotiate. All of this shit is contract. So you could say, I'm not willing to purchase a home in the ghetto that my fucking cousin or nephew got killed in. That's not what I'm interested in. And you making me purchase a home in these dangerous neighborhoods is discrimination, and it's trust fraud. Because anytime you give somebody a social security number, they are acting as your trustee because they have access to your trust fund. And as a trustee, they have fiduciary duties to make sure that you are taken care of the way you want, the way you see fit as the beneficiary. So you telling me I can only get a nigga house is not being my trustee. Now, is it? Dallas, Charlotte, Miami, Chicago, I think Detroit, LA. So basically all the places where all the gangs are and the crime and the AIDS. We want y'all to own your home because you deserve to own it. Come on over here to this crack house. We'll give you 50 grand for this crack house. And you just live in it and you can make the neighborhood great again. At what point will you stop being fooled? Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, Key Bank, Int Bank, City Bank, Bank, and Bank. All of these motherfuckers is stealing from you. And I said to you on the Uniform Commercial Code, it's called the duties and the responsibilities of bankers or some shit, the powers and the privileges of powers and duties of the banks. Hear me when I say this to you. Hear me. FRN, Federal Reserve Notes, have no value at all. At all. None. It has the same value as you writing the note on a napkin with a blue pen and signing it. Okay? Now, I wonder if you understand what I'm saying. If, okay, the only money that is absolutely recognized in this country and all the countries, because the Uniform Commercial Code, it covers the world. I'm in groups, and every day I talk to people all over the world who are getting their trust funds back. The Uniform Commercial Code states that the only money that exists in this planet is gold, silver, other one, maybe no. I think it's literally just gold and silver. That is the only money. So since in 1933, they took all of our money for war. They needed it for war, and because we allowed them to take all of our gold, they wrote a treaty. I mean, a bill, an act, whatever you want to call it, so that all of our debt is covered. Because they took our gold, and that's the only form of money. Everything will be based off a crediting system. So whatever bill you have, it's on the Federal Reserve to pay for it. Okay. Now you do what you want. You need to collect your receipts, all your receipts. You need to get a payment for your bills, your rent and your mortgage. You know how they send you a bill every month. Do not do that fucking paperless shit. That's how they setting your asses up. Request all your bills in paper, every bill you have, and then you want to ask for a payoff sheet. A payoff sheet. Usually the car dealership will talk about a payoff sheet, but you could do that for a car, rental place, and a mortgage. You want to get a payoff sheet. You want to get copies of your bills. You want to get receipts to what you've paid out. You want to get all of this shit together, and then you want to send it in a package to the Treasury so they can pay your fucking bills. Let me see. Anybody listening? Can you hear me? Let's rewind that shit and do it again. Get all your receipts. Never throw another fucking receipt away again in your life. And do not take a picture of them and think that works. You need the actual receipt. You want to put all your receipts together like you a fucking CPA or accountant, whatever. Get all your bills. You want to send them to the remittance office at the United States Treasury in Washington, D.C. Since we are under court hearings right now about being bankrupt, they need y'all fucking debt. Send your shit in so they could pay your debt, please. Whatever bill you have, I don't give a fuck what it is. Request a printout of your bill. Make you a cover letter and fucking send it to the remittance office at the United States Treasury. They can't not pay your fucking bills. Now, I showed y'all multiple times on that fucking car note. I was with my girlfriend yesterday for a couple of hours. And I said, yo, where your bills at? Go get that shit. Let me read some shit. So she started laughing. I said, you think I'm playing? Let me go show you something. So I take out one of my car notes and I told her to read that shit. She was scratching her head for like 60 seconds. Like, what the fuck? I said, you are reading that, right? I'm not lying, right? She said, why does it say they pay for everything? I said, Now that's on this old ass Honda Pilot we got. That's a 2004. I said, now let me show you a Lexus car note. So I got my car note out from Lexus. High end. And the fuck showed her the same financial part. And she said, wait, what? It says right here, they cover everything. So why are we paying for car insurance? And why are we paying a down payment? Because I just paid $3,000 down for my car. I said, because you let it, you allow it. When I called the y'all pray that my health is improves. I'm not doing that well. But I called the car loan financing company and I said, at this time I didn't say 2046, which is what I should have said. I just said the receipt. But that's what the receipt is. 2046. Where's my notes at? I don't even want to tell y'all my notes because I'm not doing all this fucking work for y'all. I don't even want to fucking send a bitch a $10 cash app for gas. Let me get this for y'all though. I stay on mission, don't I? I got so many. Y'all should see my fucking car. It looked like an office building. It's nothing but files everywhere. Fuck. I'm gonna forget what I'm looking for now. No, I forgot it's gone. I smoked too much weed. Anyway, we was reading the thing. I called my oh yeah, that's what I was saying, the 2046 one. I believe it's called, it's either Federal Reserve Form. Yeah, that's what the fuck it is. Federal Reserve Form, not a tax form. Federal Reserve Form 2046. That shows how the car was paid, who paid it, and what's owed. They can never, ever provide you with that receipt because literally that receipt says the money came from the fucking Sesticate trust account of the individual. Why don't you, if you have a car note, why don't you go and call your finance company and ask them for that 2046 form, see what they say. And then you're going to read your car note where it says financing. And then you're going to say, why does it say right here, we cover all financing charge, maintenance, service, insurance, and any other monies owed on the vehicle in this contract, meaning a down payment. If you already have a loan and a contract with them, they can't keep switching you around to dumbass employee that don't know shit because now that what they're committing is a crime. Right. So let's go over these forms again. Federal Reserve Form 2046 is how you get a receipt, documentation of who paid that car. You want to start asking questions, just fuck with them. I promise you, they're going to say, I've never had that question before. Or they'll say, well, that's proprietary. And that's when you go to court. In discovery, they won't even give you the receipt. You know why? If they give you the receipt, you have the receipt. If you have the receipt that you could show somebody else, they're done. They're done. That whole racketeering shit is over. So what they'll do is they'll give you the car. They'll say it was paid off. They'll give you the title. And they'll say, there you go. See, but I'm a bitch. Nah, I'm going to need that form. So I'll have it for my records. Remember what I said. Get all your bills together. I don't give a fuck if you got a mortgage. Whatever the totality of your mortgage is, get that shit together. You send it to the Treasury, United States Treasury Remittance Office. United States Treasury Remittance Office. Okay? Bank of America is not your friend, Aborigine. Bank of America, 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 Bank of America is not your friend, Aborigine. Why would they even want to get you a house with no money down and no closing costs? Because they need your signature and your social security number. I was scrolling on YouTube and I was coming across all these shorts with all these Aboriginal men talking about the Uniform Commercial Code, and tears came to my eyes because I said, you better read, nigga. Y'all talking about owning the fucking block. Let's up that to owning the city. Stop thinking so small. This is a trap to set you up. They trying to steal from your trust account, dog. You don't even understand. For every deposit that you put into any bank, whether it's the mortgage or the car note, they get on their second books. They have three books. They only tell you about one, and they think the people in the private only know about two. But this bitch right here know about that third book. I know about that third book. Oh yeah, it's a third book that nobody knows, but I do, because I am a part of the fucking planet life, the plant, a Terrian. All you gotta do is sit under a tree and be still. Can't nobody lie to you when you have an entity around you that is all seeing and all knowing, because every tree is the energy of all the ancestors of us. That's why when you look at a tree, you'll see it shaped like a woman or protective like a man. You'll see the hair delicate to the side or strong and up like a box. They don't want y'all to remember. They don't want y'all to remember, so you have to remember. By any means necessary, you have to remember. Lock your social security number. And then everybody that has ever had access to your social security number, come on, baby, you go out. I'm working. I'm working. Come on. These little elementals, they got fairies and all kinds of insect life that they just lay on top of me. It's so beautiful. My husband is freaking out about it, but it makes me so happy to be able to communicate with them. So now that I understand what's happening with me, I'm having a lot more conversation with flies. And what I notice with the flies is the baby flies are very obedient to what I demand. The older flies are assholes. I guess they're just like humans too. Um, if I tell a baby fly, you can only get on the palm of my hand, my clothes, or the car. I don't want you on my skin. They won't get on my skin. I'm telling you this. You know who you are. You know who you are. So now that I've called the Earth's insect life, there are bugs that are coming around me that I've never in my life seen or heard of. There's an insect that looks like a leaf, but a piece of a leaf that fell. And they all came to the car. And my husband is like, what the, can you fucking please stop bringing them all in the car though? I'm not bringing them in the car. They just attached themselves to me. It all started 3 years ago when that first bee tracked my blood. They have been following me all over the country ever since then. But me being able to talk to them and hear them and communicate with them and give them demands and tell them, I need you to do this, I need you to do that, that shit is new. So I'm so grateful for my new activations. That's wonderful. So now that's the planetarian life, the bug life, the animal life, fire, water, air. I think that we're all coming into balance with our activations and our superpowers. As soon as we get all of the elementals together, all of the the ears, the waters, and all of that, everything comes together inside of you, then we can work together as one. Soon, soon, the time will come. Also, a quick reminder. They're going to let me tell you. They're going to let me tell you. Okay. No shade to the non-Aborigines of the land. Y'all not all bad. Some of y'all are very innocent and you don't believe in the shit that your damn ancestors did and your current people are doing. I recognize you. I honor you for not being a monster. And I include you in what's about to happen. That being said, most of those motherfuckers can't create, okay? So, everything that they've stolen from us, our artifacts, our memories, our records, and our documents can be reconstituted. Reconstituted. Would you like to know how? I bet you would. If we created it, we can create it again. Do we need to go to the Vatican to get our shit? They stole our shit because they can't make our shit. That whole demonic dumbass shit they doing, that is not what we do. We don't sacrifice a beating heart so that we can gain. Y'all better remember y'all motherfucking spirituality, your actual religion and faith and culture and practices. Don't let them tell you that we sacrifice anything. That's not something we do. We don't believe in killing. That's their thing. That's their thing. So I say this to you to say, alchemize your energy. Take a piece of dirt and turn it into whatever the fuck you want. You're the conjurer. You're the alchemist. And you are. You get it? You don't need Bank of America's nigga house because this whole bitch is your house. Now, we talked about buying this house at Bank of America. If you're going to go through with that, if you're comfortable with living in a hood that you grew up in that's already fucked up, if that's what your standards are, please go give them your social security number, let them steal from your trust and still go to work and pay for that mortgage that you already paid for. I don't care about the people that's comfortable with being slaves. We need y'all. How the fuck we gonna get our shit accomplished if y'all wasn't, you know, easily manipulated? Right? I mean, we can't all be a king. So you are very important, you slave niggas. You don't like that I said that to you? Peasants are very important. Non-character players are very important. Seat fillers are very important. Those niggas on the bench and on the football field in the NFL, they so important. The walls on your house is important. You need those walls so you can commune in private, right? Everything is necessary. I am just not that motherfucking bitch that's willing to be the peasant, the townie, the down. I'm not going to be working for you. I'm not going to be doing nothing you want me to do. And you need those people as well to make sure the ones that are peasants and townies can survive because they can't think for themselves. And that's where that "Am I my brother's keeper" came from. You got to keep your brother and keep your sister because not all of them are like us because they are townies and they are peasants and their only job here is to work. It is to work. Y'all might not like what I say, but I'm always honest. Ashe, ashe, ashe.